Hi, peoples. Girl, I thank y'all so much for I'm going into, I have to get into this. Girl, y'all made me so happy in the last video. Girl, everybody, touched my heart so much. And I appreciate it so much. I really do. I really appreciate it. But, girl, we're going to get into this part two coming out story, okay, girls and boys? You know, you can be a girl as a boy, too. I mean, girl, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's get into this. So, part two, where I was previously in my first video, I was talking about me going into ninth grade. Okay, I'm going into ninth grade, right, honey? Ninth grade. Okay. In ninth grade, my friend, my best friends, he went to another school, and we split apart, bitch. We split apart like the Red Sea, and I was in ninth grade. Now in ninth grade, I was really scared of ninth grade because you know how I don't know, some of y'all can relate. Some teachers will tell you middle school, high school is gonna be so hard. Like it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be hard, and you look back on it and you be like, you go to ninth grade, you're like, it's not that hard. Like everybody's so nice and everybody's this and everybody's that. And some people are. And I have friends that probably watch my videos too from my high school, and they love me. I love them too. But okay, let's get into the story, girl. I'm going all over the place. So, in ninth grade, I was totally myself. And before the ninth grade, because me, I am a goal setter. I always like to set goals for myself and what I want to do in the future. Girl, it's a lot of goals that I have set in front of me. It's a goal. This right here is my goal. And my goal was to be myself, and that's it. That was one goal. I put one goal in my phone. I put one goal: be yourself, and I did that. I did myself. I used to do my eyebrow. Girl, I used to hit I used to, girl. We're gonna get into that because I have a girl named Sierra. She's the baddest makeup art. Girl, her eyebrows is everything. She is everything. Sierra is everything. I love her. And when I first met her in ninth grade, we was so close, and we had this other girl named Leslie, and Anjanae, and we all was best buddies. And so I was in ninth grade. I was just so I had so many friends, because I guess because I'm so lovable and so likable and stuff. But me getting ahead of myself, and I realizing that my mama does not like gays. She does not like me as a gay person. She doesn't like the fact that the gay is in me. She doesn't like that. I was literally I'm flamboyant, of course. Look at me, and I'm all these other things. But okay, at ninth grade, I was really open about boys. Girl, I'm oh, you cute. Girl, I would be I'd be straight up, girl, you cute, boy, you cute. And I found so many friends, and they supported me, and I just feel oh well, it's not that bad to be gay. But we're gonna get away from high school experience and go to home experience at home. So at the time, my sisters and her kids were living with us in this house. And my niece, she was the only person in the family that knew that I was gay, because I haven't told my family. Because here's my motto: your family doesn't, I don't give a fuck. My family doesn't talk to me like that. They don't talk to me like that. So I said, in my brain, I'm my mama and my daddy is the only important people that I need to tell, and that's it. Anybody who sees anything on the internet, girl, they see it and they know it. That's it. I don't care. But anyway, I'm at home experience, so it was literally in girl, last year of November and mid-December, where me and my mama, we was oh my god, oh. And my sisters and her children, they was her kids, they was living with us at the moment. Like, they was living with us since like January till December, like the next year December. Like, it was crazy, and we all did not get along. We did not get along, of course. Me and my sister, she has a con that I call love. Like, and that's a quote from Nate Ruess, my favorite singer, anyway. And it's like so true. Like, she has a con that she calls love, and like we don't really have a connection. But me and Chariot, we did. But like, and the mothers is mad. Everybody's gonna get mad, but who cares? I love them still, but I don't talk to them. But yeah, so me and my mama, like, she was in the in her room, and we was talking about we was watching a TV show. We was watching a TV show. It had the gays in it. I think it was some kind of gay person in it, and I was like, oh yes, like I was like yes, cause I'm feeling myself and I know everything now. And Mom was like, why you saying yes to them gays? I was like, Mama, because I'm gay, duh. She like threw down her control and she said, you're not motherfucking gay. You're not gay and all this stuff. You don't even know what gay is. And I was like, yes, Mama, I know what gay is. And so as she was going around doing all this, like going crazy and yelling at me and stuff in my face, I started to cry. And we're where I get up and I go in the kitchen, and she like literally like me and her start fighting. Like, we like literally when she like smacked me, because I cussed her out. I called her a bitch because I was literally like so over it, and she like me and her like cussed each other out and all this stuff, and she like we start brawling, girl. We was fighting. I was like we was going at it. I kicked her and everything, and we were just going at it like she was finna like kill me. But then I literally when I was over there in the corner, my big nephew, because I'm an uncle, of course, and he like took my mama off of me, and I was crying so much, like I was, oh my god, just thinking about where I was in the kitchen, I was on the floor, and I was about to pick up the knife, but I did not pick up the knife because I'm that kind of person. Like, I feel like she was really gonna hurt me, but she didn't. She said, "Don't ever do that ever in your life." I was like, "Mama, don't ever don't ever fucking touch me like ever again." And that happened. So she left out. She left and went out in the car, and my nephew and my sisters and her other kids, they went in the back room and they left. And so I was home alone. I ran upstairs. I was home alone. I was crying and playing loud music, cause who doesn't play loud music when they like literally like are sad and like depressed, and don't have no one to love them at that moment, and don't have anyone to like go to at the moment. I didn't feel like talking to none of my friends or anything like that, and so I went to the so I just went to the park. That was my escape route. I left and I went straight to the park, and it was like a runaway situation, but I didn't, in my mind, I wasn't running away. I'm just walking it off. So I went and walking around, and I called my daddy. Now, my daddy, me and him don't have a good like relationship now. We don't have a good relationship. I don't want to talk to him because I just don't want to talk to him. He just so like, oh, his brain is just it's so complicated. But we're gonna scratch that, and we're just gonna talk about, like, I was in the dark. I didn't have no one to talk to. I broke my phone. Actually, when my mama was hitting me and stuff, and I went down, I sat on the couch at first, and then I went upstairs. But when I was on the couch, I threw my phone. It was an iPhone 4, and I threw it, and I went upstairs, and then I left. And when I left, I I, I went around the park for like hours, and I called my dad. I said, Dad, can you just come pick me up? Like, just come pick me up. And he was like, why? I was like, Jay, please just come pick me up. So he said, okay, I'm going to be on my way. He said, where you at? I said, I'm at the park. He came and got me. And he told me, so what's the problem? Because I want to know the problem. I was like, I was so hesitating to not say anything. And he was like, why have your mom been telling me that you need to like leave out her house? Oh yeah, I need to tell you, that was my mama as well. She began the after before the fight. She wanted me out of her house. I went upstairs and packed up everything out of my. She told me to go upstairs and pack up everything out of my room, like clothes, just clothes, and I had to leave. But my dad never came and got me. He never came and got me. So, but fast forward to when I was in his car, and I told Dad, I said, "Hey, Daddy, it's something I need to tell you." I was like, oh my God, I was like bawling. It was like in the dark and everything. I was bawling, and I said, Daddy, I'm gay. He was like, oh, pff, I knew that. I was like, you knew what? He said, I knew that. I knew that. It's nothing. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. Ain't that? That's why y'all like arguing. He was like, oh girl. He was like, oh my God. Like he didn't say, oh girl. He was like, what? He said, so where's your mom? I said, I don't know. And he drove me to my granny's house, and I went there. I told my granny that I was gay too, and she was like, oh, I don't care. She's like, we knew this. We don't care. We don't care. And I was like, so y'all knew this all this time? He was like, yeah. He was like, you are who you are. And at first he was saying it's your choice, but I explained to him, like, it's not really my choice because I never choose to be anything, because literally you told me that you've been knowing. And like, Daddy, it's not a choice. He was like, oh, now I understand it's not a choice. And so yeah, that was literally was the start of me being myself more, wearing crop tops. Because I'm literally wearing crop top right now. Like look, I'm wearing a crop top. Oh girl, that's not what you call it. But I'm wearing a crop top right now, and I'm like literally, I'm free. My mama, she knows that I'm gay. We're on a good path. Ever since last year, we have been on a good path, and that I'm not really depressed anymore. I feel very free. I feel like I have to be able to do anything. I feel very liberated, as I would say. But she did not let me go to Pride. She did not let me go to Pride with my good friends. But like, you know, she's still not accepting of the gay fact. She knows I'm gay. And she doesn't like, you know, she's like, it is what it is, and in her mind. But like, the reason why she's really like it is because she's a Jehovah's Witness, and that she doesn't. The Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't allow, just like church people, they don't allow gays. Like, you have to change. You have to change your way. And that was the mindset of my mama, and the other bull stuff behind that religion is crazy. And that's why I don't go. Because I'm myself, and I don't want to change for some person. I don't want to change. I don't care. And so, yeah, on a good path. Like, she tells me all the time. She said, whenever you're 18, and when you're 18, that's when you can do whatever you want, and you can get out of my house. I'm like, okay. So, thank y'all so much for watching this video. It's a pleasure. And like, girl, when you're done with this video, please like it and share it and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And girl, maybe if you keep on liking and subscribing, girl, I can get a good old camera, honey, and get storage and fucking what do you call that stuff? And fucking good old tripod and light UV lights, girl. Support a bitch. Support. That's all that I need. But thank y'all so much. Like, it really makes me so happy to see people that really care. Like, thank you so much. I love y'all. Bye.